in terms of what we are as one of the leading diversified retail focused NBFCs. એનો મતલબ શું?
IPO Watch. HDB Financial to launch 12,500 crore rupees issue on June 25th. HDB Financial's IPO opens on June 25th with a price band of 700 rupees to 740 rupees. The 12,500 crore rupees offer includes a 2,500 crore rupees fresh issue and 10,000 crore rupees OFS by HDFC Bank. With a strong portfolio across 3 lending verticals, the company aims to boost its Tier 1 capital. Executives in Ahmedabad highlighted its tech-driven, client-centric approach. Report Bilkul Online.
I'm Jai Kumar Shah, CFO for HDB Financial Services. The IPO that we're bringing for HDB is of 12,500 crores. 10,000 crores is the OFS, which is the stake that HDFC Bank is coming down by, and 2,500 crores is the fresh issue, which is where we're raising money for capital enhancement and growth.
So tell us your borrowings and the experience of your company over the years with your borrowers.
So in terms of my borrowing or in terms of
No, people's borrowing.
people's borrowing? So we believe the experience has been good, ma'am. Over the last 15 to 17 years, we've grown with our customers. Our entire borrowers or our customers really are retail customers. So when you go to them, we have a 1,08,000 crore book, which is spread across very granular, real, touch and feel customers across the country. So when you look at them, our average ticket size is only 1,65,000.
Okay.
And you can imagine in terms of, for a 1,08,000 crore book, if your average ticket size is 1,65,000, you have to work daily to touch every customer's life in terms of making sure they and you work together. Now, whether that is in the MSME space or whether that is, small dippers where you do in construction equipment, or you are looking at a consumer durable when you got to buy a television or a fridge, or you're selling a two-wheeler. Any product that you look at, ours is the real world India or Bharat that you call it. It's not a corporate that we're dealing with. It's a real touch and feel customer, an individual or an MSME whom we work with.
How has the technology evolved this field over the years?
So ma'am, technology at the end of the day for any NBFC almost, I would say, which is into retail and wants to operate, is at the core. And why do I say that? To service our customers, to make sure they get what they want, to make sure we process at a particular speed and the volumes that we do. Without technology, we won't be even in existence. So technology is pure heart and soul. Whether it be, onboarding a customer. Today on Dhanteras, if there are, 50,000 logins that come in 2 hours for buying of a mobile phone or a fridge or whatever it is, or you're buying, exclusive, 4-wheelers, you're buying a Maruti car. We don't do very high-end cars at all. We only do the mid-segment. So if you're buying an Alto or if you're buying, a Vitara at best, then what is it exactly? How does that flow in? And managing that kind of volumes, managing that kind of flow, and making sure the service is absolutely consistent and we deliver well, technology is at the heart of it. Another very important point is security, which I'm sure all of us get very worried about our data. So on the cyber security front today, we have a BitSight rating of 800 plus, which is amongst the world's best, is the way we would call it, to make sure the data that we have of our customers, we keep it really secure.
And last but not the least, how has the HDFC blessed you? There are usually misconceptions about companies like yours stage. So your parent company, how has it been helpful?
Ma'am, so I can't ask for more. Let me start from there, right? Having an HDFC parent, actually it's giving me goosebumps when you ask that question. I think across all the 18 years, we started in June 2007 when we got registered, it's been 18 years. it feels like, a true parent which has nurtured you in a manner saying, allows you to grow at every stage, has been there whenever there is a challenge to make sure you don't fall, has been there to support you by lending its name, has been there to make sure you're independent, you perform, gives you the bandwidth to make sure you hire the right people, gives you its name to make sure you borrow really well in the market, make sure if there is a challenge stands by you and speaks in public for you. So everything I could have asked for, if you ask me, the bank has been there for us. I mean, nothing more I can ask really.
That's great. Thank you so much.
25th, which is the coming Tuesday, and closes on June 27th, which is Thursday. The issue is a combination of a fresh dilution by the HDB Financial to an extent of 2,500 crores, and more importantly, it has an offer for sale from HDFC Bank of about 10,000 crore rupees. This is an important piece that we will cover as a part of the presentation. The market cap of the company at the top end of the price band is more or less implied at about INR 61,288 crores. The anchor book will be opening on June 24th and is roughly about 3,369 crores. And the investors who are participating in the anchor book will be known by the evening of June.
A large part of them will grow over time, and we believe that as they grow, so will we. 3-4 चीज बड़ी होती हैं इसमें. एक, we are very strong with regards to technology on this front. हर कस्टमर का ब्यूरो चेक होता है. हर कस्टमर का ब्यूरो चेक not only जब हम लोन देते हैं, but हर महीने होता है. So at every month level, for every 19 million customers that we have an update on every single customer saying how is he doing. So we are able to evaluate and say, is he good today? Does he need anything more? Do we have to go back to him for either re-looking at him? Is he borrowing in the marketplace? Or on the collection side, is there something which we have to go back and touch base with him? Dusra, and very important, is all the markets are extremely different. So what ends up happening is, what I need to do, let's take when I'm working with Tata Motors or with any of the manufacturers, is the kind of vehicles which we believe should be funded in Siliguri, where it is a hilly area, higher HP vehicles, alternate sets of assets, what may be required as deployment there, versus let's take in a Salem-like market down south, or in Tirupur, which is light machinery kind of industry. हर एरिया का local knowledge, local teams के पास है, so that we are able to take very specific local decisions. That's what is our key strength all through.
Thanks, Rohit. Madam, just take the mic. एक मिनट साइलेंट में पूछो.
So my first question is, what is the profile of an average woman borrower? Second is, what is the default rate?
So I'll take the second one. Default rate wise, today our NPAs are approximately 2%, plus around 2.2, and our credit cost is around 2%. That is how we look at in the industry as such. In terms of woman borrower, Rohit, you can take that one.
I don't think we differentiate between a set of borrowers. We have a set of programs which run across both sets of people. I think the largest borrowers that we see on the women's side come in two segments. One is on the two-wheeler segment, where there is a large proportion of women who end up taking the vehicles. The second is while we have a very small proportion of the business, on the microfinance side, there is a proportion of customers who happen to be on the women's side. By and large, in all our loans, the way we work for our secured businesses or all businesses, in all instances, I think as a prudent credit practice, husband and wife are on our loan structure. So in our instance, if you look at it in that manner, we have every woman on the loan structure for all the loans that we do, other than maybe in consumer durables.
Thank you.
Sorry, tomorrow question.
What is your
Kindly like, subscribe and hit the bell for more such videos.